Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Shirley Gomez. I'm the Latina writer. How are you guys today? Please send me some feedback. Please let me know if you guys can hear my voice. If you guys can see me. You guys can hear me? Yes? Yes. That's great. So welcome, guys. Welcome to our Be Latina Instagram live. Today we are going to have so much fun. So let me tell you guys, we are going to connect with a fine artist. He's from Puerto Rico. He's in New Jersey right now. We're going to connect live with him. He's doing this amazing mural in New Jersey. And we are going to talk with him about, his inspiration behind this amazing art he's doing. So his name is Luis-Miguel Caraballo. We are going to connect with him right now. So brace yourself, guys, because what you guys are about to see is mind blowing. Actually, this is amazing. So let's connect with him. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. Let's see. Connecting. Let's see. Hello. Luis Miguel, are you there? Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. This is so exciting. Look that. Wow, this is amazing. So first, I want to say congratulations because what you're doing is something incredible, not only for, the Black community, but for everybody. So let's just start because I know you are very busy right now. So before you show us what you are doing, I want people to get to know you a little bit more. So tell me a little bit about you, and then we can, proceed and get to know a little bit more about what you're doing.
Well, first of all, thank you guys for having me on. I'm super excited and super thankful that we can help spread this message and, get the word out there a little bit more. But yes, so my name is Luis-Miguel Caraballo. I am of Puerto Rican descent. I was born and raised in Elizabeth, New Jersey. I graduated from Montclair State University with a fine arts degree. I became a high school art teacher for 5 years. Then I quit that job to become a full-time artist. And since then, I've been painting and making paintings, exhibiting work in galleries, selling my work online, and just doing murals. Anything art-related, I'm doing it. So I'm a painter, fine artist.
When did you realize that you wanted to be an artist, a fine artist?
So my mom is actually an artist, so she passed down that gene to me. So I've been painting and drawing since I was a kid. But it wasn't until my first year teaching that I started actually selling work. I sold a piece for I think about $200 to $300, and I said, "Oh man, I could make money doing this." So for the next 5 years, I made a commitment. I said, "In 7 years, I'm going to quit my job and become a full-time artist," and it happened in 5 years. So around the first year of teaching, I decided that I really wanted to do this full-time, and I just worked consistently and made it happen.
That's the power of manifestation right there. So I know it's going to rain. I can see the sky. So please show us what are you working right now and tell us the inspiration behind it.
Okay. So let me see if I can get a good angle for you.
Okay.
All right. So this is the top of the mural. Let me go to the bottom so you guys can get a better view. So I have a bunch of assistants working with me. Some of them are former students of mine from Perth Amboy High School. And then we also have a bunch of people from the community helping us out. Let me know if you guys can hear me because I'm getting a little closer to the music.
Yes, perfect. Yes.
Okay. So you can see there's an image of a woman's face there.
Yes.
And then we have the afro going around. And we also have butterflies, and then we have this pattern. So this pattern is based on the Pan-African flag. Okay, so we have that pattern going all around the border. Okay. Then I have the image of the African-American woman that we're still working on.
Beautiful.
That has to get touched up. And then we have the butterfly pattern. So the county of Middlesex has an initiative where they're using the county to make these chalk art pieces based on butterflies. And they want to use it as a symbolism of like resurgence and rebirth. So we try to incorporate that into the overall piece. And that's where we're at now. So we have some kids here working with us.
That is simply great. Can you please tell me what materials are you guys using? Like what type of paint?
So this is a combination of tempera paint, which is water-based paint that washes off with water. And we
Okay.
also use spray chalk, which is like chalk paint, but they have it in an aerosol can. So you spray it and it's able to wash off with water. So everything we're doing now is temporary. Eventually it's going
Okay.
to wash away. But I'm estimating it's going to take maybe about a week or 2 weeks to wash away. So we'll get a pretty good solid 2 weeks out of it.
Okay, fantastic. So from now on, do you think you guys are going to finish the mural today or it's going to be tomorrow?
We're probably going to be done with it around 2 o'clock maybe today.
Perfect. So from today to a week or so, people can go. Can you please tell us exactly where the mural is located?
So this is located in New Brunswick, New Jersey. It's right in front of Monument Square Park, which is right in front of the New Brunswick Performing Arts Center. So I'll show you guys some landmark. But right here we have Monument Square Park, and then over here is the Performing Arts Center, and it's literally right in front of it.
Perfect. Anyways, I'm going to also share the whole address on our once we finish our story, so people can go, whether they are in New Jersey, even if they want to come from Connecticut and take a picture. Because I've seen like the pictures from above, and it looks. It's not. I know it's not ready, but it looks so beautiful already,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
colors and everything is just amazing. At the beginning of our video, you said that you have a lot of people working with you, and some of them were your students. If someone wants to join your team, if someone wants to take classes with you, how they can, contact you, and what's the process for that?
So the easiest way to contact me is via email. So it's info@louisblanca.com, or they can go to my website and click the contact button. If they want to skip all that and just send me a DM through Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, my handle is the same throughout all platforms. It's Louis Blanca. And I'm always looking to take on volunteers, interns, and employees. I always have a project going on. I'm always teaching classes. So if anybody wants to take a class or volunteer for a project or even get, advice, I'm always willing to give advice to any artist or anybody in general who wants it. I believe in paying things forward and giving back to anybody who wants a question answered or anything like that. So that's the best way to contact me.
Perfect. Something that I think I know about artists is that you are working on something right now, but I'm pretty sure that you're thinking on what's next. Can you share what's next?
Sure. So I have a few plans to paint a few more murals. They haven't, things haven't gone through yet, but they will eventually. So I have plans for that, and I also have a plan for this design in particular. So a year ago, what I started doing with my artwork, I started to take my paintings and actually print them on labels and create homemade candles. So I started that as a little side family business. So what I'm thinking about doing with this design is taking the digital version, printing it on some candles, and selling those and trying to raise money for the Black Lives Matter movement, social injustice, because I think this design is way too powerful to be temporary. This is only going to last a few weeks, but I think an image like that needs to be used over and over in some different way. So I think selling candles and using it as a fundraiser is a great idea and a great way to kind of help get the message forward and push things forward when it comes to the movement of social justice and peaceful.
Well, I love candles, so I'll make sure to get some. And speaking of Black Lives Matter, can you please tell me a little bit of, besides, making the candles, more efforts, how you are connecting with the community as an Afro-Latino?
So I think for me, it really started when Puerto Rico got hit with the hurricane a few years ago. That's when I felt the real need to do something and do more than what I was doing, because I had never been involved in any political or social injustice issues or anything like that. So when the hurricane happened, I felt a need to volunteer, but I just didn't have the means to do it. So last year when Puerto Rico was going through the protest over the governor, I saw what was going on and I thought I needed to be there. So I flew there, I protested with the people. The night that I got there, he actually resigned, which was so powerful. And then after that kind of got me into the mode of, I don't want to say I'm an activist just yet, but I'm part of the conversation. So when the George Floyd situation occurred, it was just something that I felt I had to do something. So I went back to the city of Elizabeth and I put together a protest a few weeks after the incident, and we had about 600 people come out to that. And since that protest, the city of New Brunswick saw what I was doing, and they reached out to me to create this mural. So, you know, I'm always active. From about a year or 2 years ago, I've been active in the scene of social justice and just doing what I think is right and what's necessary for me to do as an artist. So that's where I kind of stand right now.
Amazing. Do you have a favorite, other favorite artist, murals?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Do you have other artists that are like your favorite that you would like to collaborate with them also?
Contemporary artists I would like to collaborate with. I do, but they're a little further than me in their careers. But I do have an all-time favorite artist, which is Jean-Michel Basquiat. He was Afro-Latino. He was half Black and Haitian. I'm half Haitian and Puerto Rican.
Yes.
He's one of my inspirations just because he did something incredible at a time where a Latino and African American was never let into that kind of art scene. So he's been a big inspiration, but I wish I could collaborate with him.
Yeah,
unfortunately, he passed away.
Yeah,
so.
I know who he is. He's an amazing artist. And do you remember that you told me that you said one day that you are going to become an artist, that you manifested, you put it out into the universe. So let's hope that, you know, that collaboration comes, because I know it's going to be out of this world. So, so can you please also tell me if there's any message you would like to say to not only our community, but, you know, to everybody to join this movement, to support, to go visit also the mural, and, you know, anything you would like to share, this is your opportunity.
So I think in these times, what I think is important, you know, I don't have the answers. I don't think anybody does. But at the very least, I think we have a responsibility, and I think we should really put an emphasis on building up the youth, right? When we want change, it's very difficult to start from the top and work your way down. And I think it's a lot more effective to work your way from the bottom and work your way up. You know, being a former teacher, I saw how the students and, you know, kids were really lacking confidence and lacking the resources to help build themselves into something that is, you know, strong and can make change. And with everything going on, I think it's even harder for them to process this. You know, I'm 32 years old, and I can only imagine how kids younger than me feel when this stuff is going on in the news or in the, you know, TV and Instagram or social media. You know, how do you look at these images and not feel bad about yourself?
Exactly.
You know, so I think it's a responsibility for us to, you know, whenever we come in contact with somebody that's younger than us and we feel like we can help mold and help encourage, I think it's important for us to really put an emphasis on the youth, help build their confidence, help them remember that these images that you see on TV and, you know, on social media, these are not the images that represent you. You know, you are true power, you're a king, you're a queen. So I think that if we can't go to protests or we can't do murals like this, I think at the very least we could talk to our kids and just make sure that they're good emotionally, mentally, and prepare them for things that are going to come for the future. Fantastic.
I can speak from all Latinos right now that you are an Orgullo Latino. We are very, very proud to have you, you know, as an artist. Really proud that you are representing us, especially what you are doing. As I said at the beginning of this live, it's amazing, out of this world. Not every Latino have this opportunity to make this type of, you know, murals and be so amazing as you are. So people, please follow Louis Blanca, right? I'm going to share it on our stories. I'm also going to share all the videos, and please, please, please visit this mural, because this is something that it's going to be, she'll be on our history books. Thank you very much.
Well, one day we will be in our history book. That's
Thank you very much for your time.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me. This is great.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys for joining us.